the riffraff in. It's quite, it's quite, it's quite pleasant. There's not too many people there,
Yep.
so we pay a yearly fee. We can go to any one of these properties throughout England and Scotland, I think, as well.
Oh, that's not too bad at all.
Really good value. Because each time you go into these places, it would cost us probably about £20 most time. But the yearly thing for us is only 90. So we've got one place which is just on our doorstep, less than 5 miles away. We've got several others within 30 miles. So it's pays for itself 10 times. Okay, good luck, Dave.
Yeah, good luck to you as well. I think we'll need it. This course is so brutal.
Well, I know this. If you play off the back tees, the very back tees, you're hitting an awful lot of 7 woods, 5 woods in.
Yeah, especially if it's super windy.
Yeah. Well, that's right down the middle, Dave. And that's with no practice.
Oh, we've had a bit of practice. I still can't believe you're round in the pos tour. Whatever. And that was with the double, man.
I mean,
Unbelievable.
there was one eagle where you played very conservative down the fairway. And sort of pitched it on the green, give yourself an outside birdie putt. And and the hole before that, you'd got 2 strokes back on us, and then he put one absolutely stiff to about 30 inches away.
Mm.
And I kind of did the same. I still had to make a sort of 8-9 footer. Then on the next, I just decided I'd get it anywhere near the green, which I didn't, and I hold the flop. I nearly sent it to you guys, but I thought no, they're going to be thinking, oh, I'm sick and tired of this guy. And it's only the third eagle of the round. Right.
Have you played Dave's round?
No, I haven't. I've yet to play his but
Yep.
he's obviously ramped the difficulty up, which is not surprising.
Yeah, it's an entertaining round. I'll say that.
Good. I always enjoy entertaining rounds where you have no idea what the other guys. Oh, Dave, I don't like to say this. This is dead straight.
Well, you're definitely in the right spot on the green. Yep. That's right. This is where I like skins. It doesn't matter if you lose a couple of holes.
Yeah. Is that no? No, that's off to the right. You know, this shot of mine, which just goes off to the right, is always a symptom of possibly overswinging. And when I overswing, I find it difficult to pull the club down fast enough.
Yep.
It's strange.
You've had no hand grenades recently, which is...
No, I mean that shot I've just hit there is almost as bad as it's been. But you've seen one or two of my shots from previous pos tournaments where it's gone way right.
Less than impressive.
careful with this. I'm going from rough to rough.
A man of your talents, it shouldn't present
Yeah.
any drama for you.
Could be good, I'm afraid. Oh, didn't get any back through.
Better run. Once again, you probably pull the driver out and be fine.
That's that long and right shot.
It was, but it might come back. No.
One thing I have done in the last probably month or so is that particular shot, the 32-yard shot. I have spent a little bit of time trying to work out what the hell's going on, and it's always the case that as soon as if you go on a practice ground or wherever in practice mode and you look at the ratio, as soon as that ratio climbs much above, say, 0.27, 0.28, you get that long right shot.
Yep.
And sometimes actually it actually helps you, because if you say you've got a 65-yard shot, 65 foot shot, it's almost too long for the 51 club, but almost too short for the 32-yard flop. And I've been trying to hit a slightly thin 51 feet club, which just sort of goes a little bit further, but not too much.
Nice effort. Oh man.
This looks a bit left to right. Is it?
More than what I think I need.
Wasn't easy. At least you didn't belt it 20 foot past.
That would be bad if I had. My short game is not too bad. My putting's still dodgy, but I've got the flops under control.
Yeah. Well, I don't think your putting was actually that bad in the round I played. I mean, it was still a decent round. It was just you were hit with an avalanche of particularly eagles that just absolutely stuffed you.
Yeah. Oh, and the 18th where I put the ball in the water, that was...
Where did you put the ball in the water?
On the 18th.
The 18th. Oh yes, that's right. You're actually on the fairway.
Yep.
I mean that just demonstrated the difference. You were in the fairway, and I was behind you in the rough. So I just sort of hit a shot out, left myself 110 yards out, something like that, and I kind of stiffed it to about 2 or 3 feet. It was almost looking as though it was going to roll back into the hole, whereas you were in a prime position, and like you say, you just tugged it left and off into the water it went.
Yeah, well, ironically, it gave me the choice of hitting where it lies, and I thought,
Yeah.
that's fool's gold, because it was a vertical drop where I was. So I've hit, re-hit or go back, and it popped me 733 yards away. Will it? Oh my god! Fantastic. Oh, got one chance.
Well, that was an outrageous putt.
Too hard.
But at least you give it a go, Dave.
Well, you have to. If it doesn't get to the hole, it'll never go in.
Is that enough? Go on. Go on. Oh, is it? Is it going? I don't think it's going to stop him.
No. I think this is going to be a very hard one to keep on the fairway anyway.
Yeah. But that looks a it's a line, is it? It just could be perfect. Or is it?
Oh,
Yeah.
Up there.
Played.
Bit further in, but that's all right.
Oh, did you have your customary Sunday game against Dave last night?
No, because we're playing on these Monday nights now. We don't play on the Sunday night.
Right.
And then he just announced out of the blue today that he couldn't play. But that's no reason not for us to go ahead. So. Bound.
Oh, that's decent. Oh, it needed to get over that knuckle, but it's still not a bad position.
Half a chance for me.
I mean, this is another hole where if we'd have been playing for the championship tees, it would have been another probably 50 yards. Certainly over 500.
Yep.
Don't think it's enough. Oh,
if it didn't catch the rough, it would have ended up nicely.
Yeah. Okay, here's another here's another shot for the Wagga file. It's not a million miles away.
Oh no, no! I was going to say the pace was perfect. Alright, this has got a bit going both ways. I'm going to go straight at it. Oh! I didn't think I'd given it enough.
But you did.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's two really good putts we've had today.
That's not going to pull up.
Okay.
Oh, that's not where I want to be.
Well, I've gone for a very narrow part of the.
You've done it. Oh, no. Or have you?
but I'm only 155 yards out. To be honest, I didn't mind not hitting the fairway there because there was a chance it could have bounced all the way into the water.
Yeah, you got a chance from that.
Yeah, decent shot. Oh, I'm not sure whether this is enough. Oh, Christ.
Living dangerously there.
Yeah. Well, as that well-known line in Austin Powers, danger is my middle name.
Oh no, that was a terrible effort.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I tried to play a punched 91 yard, but it just didn't go anywhere. Go in. Oh!
So did you play that with a 32-yard flop?
That was.
Yeah. Pretty decent. Okay. Oh, dang.
Sweet.
Oh. Oh.
Not ideal.
No, it's not.
That'll be right.
Well, that's almost perfect now. Okay, I don't like this one very much.
It really wasn't. Well, it's not going to be good now, but that was pretty close to being great. Just on the other side of that spine.
Yeah. Time to put the boot in, Dave.
If it makes it. Oh, yeah.
It is. It's a great shot. Okay, right. Oh, bloody hell, this is going right, left, right, left, right, so...
Not to mention it looks like up and down as well.
Come on, get down. Actually, that's not a bad putt.
It was a pretty decent effort. Oh!
That's racing towards that. 214.
Uh-oh.
think you'd be all right. Yeah. Not ideal, but
It's not too bad from there. Just when I pushed it right, I'm thinking, oh, danger right there.
this is a danger, Will Robinson. Oh, definitely went the other side there. What a good shot. Just thought I was going to grab a bit better than it did.
So there's still a bit of work to do there.
Come on. Come on. Okay.
Kept running nicely.
So, have there been any more developments vis-a-vis Victoria in the last 24, 48 hours?
It's getting worse, mate. It's getting worse. We're infection rate's accelerating.
Yeah.
I think there was nearly 100 overnight.
100?
Nearly 100. So, but we've got a
So,
bunch of dickheads here. They call them millennials. They probably call them millennials where you're from as well. And their attitude sucks. It's like, nah, it only kills old people, so why do I care?
well, the thing we're getting in the UK is there's a hardcore of people who've decided they're just going to ignore any guidelines, restrictions placed on them
Yep.
by local authorities or government. And I hate to say it's invariably youngish people. I would say people below, certainly below 40, but mainly below 30,
Yep.
who are just doing things like having all night raves and this kind of thing. Bloody hell.
It's going to spread like wildfire when people are doing that stuff.
Yeah.
Because literally the rest of Australia has eliminated it.
Yeah.
There's only like 10 cases outside of Victoria. It's unbelievable. That's a nice shot.
Actually, that was two decent drives there.
Pushed it right again. Might get away with it.
Oh.
No. Pull up.
You like going towards the back of the bunkers. Okay, we'll just take it a little bit easier than that. I took a 9-iron as well. I didn't want to be going anywhere near that.
It's a good result too.
It was a good bunker shot.
Yeah, these are all the shots that a couple of weeks back I just was struggling with so badly.
The I think generally, unless you're trying to do something a bit fancy, for me anyway, I get better results by having a pretty slow backswing. Problems come when I take the backswing back too quickly, and it still catches us out from time to time when it goes usually long and right when I don't mean it to.
Yep. Yeah, I think what I've found is if I don't play 100% shots, I have much more control. So I'll try and always take the club that goes longer but underhit it. And
Yeah.
that seems to have controlled or settled down the shots I've been playing.
It's been a long time since I've played any rounds at Tour Pro. I'm not sure.
You don't want to go back.
Yeah, it's just a horrible experience when you. I mean, maybe with me not shoving them so far right, but I don't know whether that's because of um, the forgiving nature of pro that poor shots. I mean, I hit a shot out to the right on that early par five. Well, I suspect if that had been at Tour Pro, it would have been another 50 yards plus easily.
Yep. I think it's a bit unfair on that tour though that they won't let you play on tour instead of Tour Pro.
Yeah.
You've opened up the green.
Yeah. It wasn't intentional. I'm trying to get onto the fairway. Oh, yeah. Come on, bounce. Yeah, can't be too greedy.
Oh man. This is not ideal. I'm in between clubs. $91 yards, not enough. Have to underhit the 105. Oh, terrible.
That's maybe not as bad as you think.
Well, it could have been worse.
It could have been.
It didn't feel like I'd hit it.
You got 88 yards of carry, and it still went over 100 yards. Oof.
Oh, that's not great. Just sink it so I don't even have to think about it. Oh no.
You've got to sink it. I don't think it's going to be too bad. It just depends. Do you want it?
He's doing the weird leg cock. Oh!
Oh, you got it.
Just hung on. But the next hole is going to be quite attractive in terms of the skin value.
Yeah. I'm sure there was one of your putts in that last round, Dave, which was actually overhanging the hole, because when I putted the hole, I could see basically the shadow being created on the inside of the hole.
Oh, I'm sure you're right. Oh, too much power.
Mind you, 91 yards is not a bad.
It should be okay. Done the same.
Oh,
Very nice.
$450,000. My God. Pretty decent. Pretty decent. Okay, right. This is. That's, well, it's okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I thought for a minute I'd really hooked it. Pace was okay, but I've got some bad news for you.
I can tell just by looking at it, it's pretty flat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There wasn't an awful lot going on. I might have smushed it. Yeah.
Mayor's office. Lovely.
It's probably the best drive I've put in terms of being down the middle of the. Yeah, I've got quite a busy day ahead of me, because a week on Wednesday, we're actually having our kitchen ripped out and
Oh really?
fitted kitchen. You know, new appliances, eye level oven. So it's new tiling, the whole lot. You know.
Yep.
But we should have had it done back in March. So it's basically been a 4-month delay because of coronavirus. But yesterday we started taking off the wall. Oh, that needs to get going. Oh,
Don't.
it's a hideous position. Right. So I started off yesterday stripping the wallpaper down, which. And in the meantime, I've got 23 litres of beer, which needs bottling. So that's, oh my word, Dave.
Sweet. Very nice.
Do you know one thing I'm finding as well? I'm actually finding the longer irons easier to hit straighter than the shorter irons. I don't know why, but 4-iron, 5-iron, 6-iron, because they're slightly longer than the 7, 8, 9. I don't know. I just find them easier to. They look like a couple of breasts, don't they?
I'm not too sure. I don't know what
Side.
just happened with that shot. Oh, there we go.
I think he belted it and it's gone past.
Oh, well, that was the intention. I just wanted to get back out the fairway, but
Oh, you wouldn't have been able to see it because
nah.
of
Oh, just need a tad more.
it just crawled on. Should be a pretty decent par if you make it.
Not quite. All right, clean up. Never look opposite.
Right in the middle, wasn't it? Uh, this is a tough little bloody hole, this. Oh! Oh, look at it!
Not a bad
This
result
it,
though.
it falls away either side, this bloody hole.
I can't see
Well,
myself getting close here.
you've almost, it really is hitting it onto a napkin shot. You've got maybe a yard or 2 yards to get it within 10 feet.
Yep.
Oh,
Might be okay. No.
oh!
Just needed a couple more metres of wind. Help it on its way.
Good shot. This is it. Ah.
You don't want to be short. No, that's alright.
No. Yes, another little task ahead of me today is to bottle my homebrew. I've got 20. How many litres have I got? It'll be 20. About 22.5 litres ready to put into bottles.
Yep.
So the tub is all there waiting for the process to begin after we've played this game.
Hopefully you can reward yourself later on for a job well done.
Yeah, yeah. It's down in the middle now.
That's nice.
Okay, good shot. Possibly slightly better line-wise.
Maybe a more fuller shot in as well. 34. Oh, crikey.
Stay there.
What?
Stay.
No. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
that's harsh.
Uh-oh. You're joking.
Oh, Dave. Oh,
Oh,
God.
that's rude.
That is really cruel.
That is so rude. Oh well, you can drop it there. I didn't see that coming.
No, I didn't either.
Yeah, nicely placed.
One thing for sure, I wasn't going to go anywhere near the right-hand side.
No, you learnt your lesson. I didn't.
But to be fair, I wouldn't have known just how.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
No, that's in trouble as well.
might stop. Might stop. No, it doesn't. God almighty. This is an unforgiving green, this.
All right. Well, the sooner this hole is over, the better.
No,
Oh,
it
wow.
hasn't finished yet, Dave.
No, it hasn't. All right. Just a gentle flop.
Oh, you're kidding.
All right. Well, you've got to take 5 from here. Go on. Beautiful.
I think as well, you know, those chip shots. That's another thing I've kind of learnt the hard way, that you almost can't hit the chip shots slow enough with your backswing and through swing. But there again, I've got a pretty. Oh, having said that, I'm just looking at my settings. My long game settings 2.30, and the short game setting is still at 4.
Okay. Well, if they were both on 2.3, you'd be very excited. I'm really surprised at the accuracy you're getting off the tee that's set to 2.3.
Well, I'm actually, as the round has gone on, I feel as though I'm not even needing to think about how quick I'm swinging. I'm in the zone, Dave. I'm in the zone, man.
You are. You absolutely are. Right.
Oh, that's-
Got what it deserved.
I'm hoping that this is right. Well, it got past the hole, but that's
It landed a bit softer, I thought.
is it? No, it's not. It's amazing how the misses generally at stint 14 are invariably too little brake plate.
Oh, it's always the case. As Dave says, you line up, then give it 1.5 times more than what you thought you needed. It's just hard to make yourself do it. Yep. Lovely. This is a right old trouncing tonight.
Well, I cannot keep going like this. This is not an easy tee shot, this. Especially not if
I
you
was going to say you can do that if you want. That'll be your second misstep of the night.
Wasn't a brilliant tee shot. Yep, that should have been the way up. 2-1.
I've pushed it.
It's not bad though.
I can putt that.
'99.
It's online.
Straight. Oh.
Oh man, is there nothing you can't do?
I think as well there are certain shots I'm able to play. So the 5 wood. I mean, I dumped the 7 wood quite a few months ago.
Yep.
And I find that with the 5 wood, I'm able to just cut it down quite nicely to get that 200, 210 yard sort of shot that the 7 wood would have given me. So I don't know how you, when you actually sort of decide how far back to pull the swing, but Can you see my? I've got a white shirt with a black sort of.
Oh, okay. You use a shirt as the indicator.
Yeah,
No, I don't have anything like that. It's just gonna, I just got to guess.
So I basically once I get past the horizontal stripe and even like the lapel with it being black, those are two pretty decent sort of marker points
Yep.
for the swing.
Yeah, I remember Lynx 2003 used to be pretty. I don't know. It was easy to work out percentages.
Yeah. Well, I didn't work out that part at all.
I still remember when Dave and I first played this game. We just we couldn't make heads or tails out of anything in terms of strength, or we just didn't know what we're doing.
Well, the the thing I found disconcerting um, was how the animation moved um, independently of the forward swing of the mouse.
Yes.
Just that. But when you play links again, as I have done, just sort of 9 holes mucking around, links just feels strange now that you don't really, you kind of know when you've hit a good shot a split second before the ball takes off. But in links, you don't really get that sort of sense of anticipation. It's a good one.
No, that's nice.
Well, my wife's is going to be in the kitchen later on this afternoon. She said, "Look, I need the kitchen from 2 o'clock onwards, as we've son and wife coming around tomorrow, first time since the lockdown."
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he, like my wife, his status has been as a shielder, as is my wife. So she's got more restrictions on what she can and should be doing, and it's the same with my stepson. So we haven't seen him, but they're coming around tomorrow because the restrictions eased a little bit for people like him, so that they can meet. It's a bit right. So she's going to be, baking and making a few things for tomorrow lunchtime. So I will fire up Dave's round later on today when there's nothing much going on. I can give it my undivided attention.
You'll enjoy it. As I say, it's definitely entertaining. Jeez, that didn't go anywhere.
Right. 73. These are one of these shots which are quite okay. I know what I'm going to do. Go on.
Yeah, that's a good result. Oh, no, don't.
Oh, Dave.
No! Ah, disaster.
Oh, it just sums it up, doesn't it?
It does. Didn't need that.
You know, and I nearly said to you, oh, there's $450,000 up for grabs here.
Oh, 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 oh.
That would have been the mother of all birdies doing
Yeah,
it that way.
it would
That
have
would have
been.
been quite impressive. Oh, I've underhit it, I think. Yeah.
Oh, no.
As soon as I hit it, I thought I haven't given it enough. Well, I let you off the hook there.
You did. No, the next hole is definitely worth winning.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
here we go.
Yeah, this is a really interesting shot. 7208. 208. That's a long iron again.
And it was lovely. Oh, man. Well, so I've only got the 5 iron, and that's not going to be enough. Pulled it.
It's gonna go. It's going. It's gone.
Oh, man.
Oh,
It's just not meant to be.
it,
There's
it's
not.
it's like your ball's got a huge lump of iron in it, and it's just being drawn towards this huge magnet called the bloody Atlantic Ocean
It
or the
is.
Pacific Ocean. I'm not sure which side of the country the Whistling Straits is on.
Oh, man. I can't hit a flop here. It's not going. It's not going to be enough. I don't like these at all. Goodbye.
I think with that kind of shot that you're faced with, the only way I could see that getting anywhere close or closer than you've got is by still hitting the 32-yard flop, but trying the shot where you go back a little bit faster.
Yep.
Oh, it's
It couldn't. It almost did.
yep. Oh, it's a great putt.
Too little, too late. I'm afraid.
Oh, I missed it.
You still got 2 more, or 1 more anyway.
Oh, there's a little wave. This is a brutal hole off the championship tee. This is so difficult. Happy with that. Okay, $500,000.
Well, if we tie the hole, then it doubles, so it'll be worth $1 million.
Oh yeah. I remember Dave telling me one time where he, I think he was more than $500,000 or whatever in front, and instead of just letting you win the hole, he tied with you, which meant that the skin
Exactly,
increased to
doubled,
open,
and
and you won.
he will never forget that. But like he's always said, you won't deliberately throw a shot just to win a game or anything. So, but at the time, it didn't even occur to him what was going on.
Ah,
Uh-oh.
oh, it's maybe not. Oh,
That's
yeah,
not
I
too bad.
didn't have the 5-iron. Time to practice my bunker shots.
Oh no!
Right, well, we both got similar bunker shots.
All right.
That's decent, more than decent.
All right. Still got a chance to make this hole worth $1 million.
Yeah. Stop. Uh,
Yep. I think we're playing the hole again.
I think we are. Now then, I'm hoping. Oh no, I haven't. I've belt. Oh no, if I belt it further, it's going to mean that I should be able to reach it with a 6-iron.
Nice shot.
Definitely.
Uh-oh. Well, there goes the game. Damn.
Oh, it's a brutal bunker. $72. Oh, this is almost 7-iron. This. Mm. Hit it as high as I can.
Yeah, very nice. I've got to stiff this one up. It's all I can
I
do.
think you have, Dave. Oh, I think you
Oh
might.
no,
Oh,
no!
oh, Dave. How many times did the ball roll back into a bunker point?
Too many times.
It's, I mean, your score could have been so much better.
Oh no.
You just been, there's another sort of example. Instead of just stopping up there, it just decided, no, I'm going to kick you in the teeth while you're down.
Absolutely. That's all right. I'm glad we're playing skins tonight, though. We've been.
Good shot, though. All right.
Nice putt.
Now then, Dave, I think you know the arrangements by now. I think what happens now is that you give me, I give you my bank account number and sort code, and you make a wire transfer from your Swiss number bank account. I think that's the way it goes, but.
Well, it's Mexican pesos, isn't it? So it's like about a pound or something.
Rhodesian dollars. Wow. Well,
Wow. You really didn't put a foot wrong all night. My
no,
background was just a
it's.
disaster.
But again, when you look at, it's not that I'm putting really better than you, Dave. It's just I'm able to put the ball in better areas when I do hit the greens. Uh, Mind you, I hit 80% of greens from 60% of fairways, and you've hit 80% of fairways and 42% of greens.
Yeah. Never going to be a good position from there.
Yeah, I mean that the course just hit you badly with the with the slope sort of lies going towards the ocean. Um, but that was good fun for me. Maybe not quite as good.
I know. I enjoyed it.